All right, on this episode of Bowks Talking Bouts, excited to be talking to an individual who was supposed to be fighting tomorrow, supposed to be taking on Jake Paul. That did not necessarily come together there, but an official weigh-in was had all the same. Happy to be talking to Hasim Rahman Jr. How's your day going so far there, man?
Hello?
Hey there, I was just wondering how your day was going so far there, Hasim.
Uh, my day is good. My day is good. I wish I would have made it 205, but weight loss is something that's new to me. Losing weight, cutting weight for a fight is something that's new to me. So for me to come within 1 pound on pretty much 4 days' notice is a good thing.
Yeah, and like I said from the top, like the fight had been canceled. There were some discussions about there being weight issues there. Why was it important for you to still do the official weigh-in today? Like, what were you trying to prove a point? Was it like a personal thing to yourself? Like, why do the weigh-in in lieu of the fight being canceled?
It was personal to me because they just didn't give me a chance, and it's like it was my chance to show them like, well, here you go. I could make the weight. I could have made the weight if they wouldn't have panicked and cut it short early. Then I would have definitely made the weight. And that just goes to show you. I mean, Saturday and Sunday I had to take off, but I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and today, and I got the weight off. So I feel like I proved the point to myself, to my fan base, and to all the people that knew that Jake Paul was looking for a way out of his fight.
And just from your vantage point, like when did you start noticing that there might be some issues with the fight happening? Like just from his side, maybe indicating that there's, weight issues or something of that sort. Like when did you start really getting the sense like, oh, damn, this fight might not actually happen?
Probably on Saturday when I seen the tweet. I found out on Twitter. So finding out on Twitter was the first time I got any notice of the fight being off. We thought that we had until 11:59 p.m. to accept the 205, and they cut the cord at 8:07. So that was on them. I mean, what you want us to do? You tell us that we got until 11:59 p.m. and then you pull the plug at 8:07. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it seems like you've been handling it well with like a good sense of composure and everything like that. But like, how deflating was that? Like, not even necessarily the specific opponent, but just like the nature of the stage, it being like a big Showtime pay-per-view at Madison Square Garden. Like, is there a certain part of it that's like deflating?
I couldn't believe it. I mean, with all the people that was on the card and all the opportunities ahead, even if he would have went in there and got beat up, he would have been all right. Even if he went out there and got knocked out, it'd have just been, bro, you fought a boxer. Like a real legit boxer. And now I'm a real legit fighter that can make 205. So, and he knows that. So, and then I made 205 in 3 weeks? So, he 206, I made 206 in 3 weeks. So, I think the whole situation just speaks for itself.
Yeah, and I mean, this one was more of like a short notice, like kind of taking on the fight as it popped up sort of thing. Like, I guess what represents a next step at this point? Like, when would you next like to get out and compete?
I'm ready to fight tomorrow. Like I said, I could have made 205 today and knock Jake Paul out tomorrow. So, I'm looking forward to whatever's next to me. I'm trying to get in the ring as soon as possible so the people can see that I'm real and then they can see why Jake is running.
I guess I'm just wondering, like, do you get the sense that this fight might still be on the table in a certain sense, or is it just kind of like, you're moving on, doing your own thing, just because it seemed like it kind of...
In my honest opinion, I think Jake's scared, and I think that he only wanted to give me short notice. I don't think he's man enough to give me a full camp and actually hit this weight correctly and give me a fair shot at this. This is a fight that the world wanted to see. The tickets were doing good. I don't know how the pay-per-view was doing, but they reported that the tickets were doing good. So, pay-per-views, they could boost up last day. Especially with a lot of the Jake Paul fans that's out there. But I'm definitely interested in knocking him out. I would knock him out, definitely at this point. And I just think that he's gonna stay away from that.
Yeah, you talk about the ticket sales there. I was seeing that there was a report from a representative from Madison Square Garden saying that it was trending to be like a top fight within like the last 15 years at MSG. So yeah, it definitely was getting attention.
Absolutely.
And I'm wondering, like, because it seems like the profile you had, at least in the metrics of like social media followers, etc., like it seems like that awareness has been bolstered a little bit more with even just like the build up to it and the fight not happening. Is there some level of benefit that you got from this whole experience, or was it just more of a frustrating kind of experience moreover?
It's really frustrating, and it's weird because I didn't care about the social media to begin with. The social media was not a factor in me taking this fight or me doing this fight. What was a factor was me believing that I could and would knock out Jake Paul. That's basically what it was.
I guess I just meant, and as far as like the utility of like having a certain platform to get like some of the bigger fights and stuff like that, because it seems like you're trending towards like trying to vie for titles and stuff like that, just with your last fight being for the WBC United States title there. So it seems like you're kind of trending in that direction, and I guess I meant more in the context of like having the presence to like kind of get you those opportunities. Do you look at it like that, or not so much?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely opens the door for more opportunities. More people know my name. More people are going to be watching the next time, as opposed to who would have been watching the next time if this would have never happened. So, all praise be to Allah. Allah is the best of planners, and this is what He wrote. So, maybe 6 months from now, maybe 3 months from now, maybe a year from now, the pool for people to fight Jake Paul is not that big. So I'll still be right here, and I'm gonna continue coming in around this weight, somewhere around this weight, so that people know just for Jake Paul. I'm ready and willing to get in there at 205.
Yeah, so you're looking to keep options open at 205 and also heavyweight there. Like I know, because I mentioned the last fight there was for a heavyweight belt there. So is that kind of the idea, or more just keeping it to close to like the 205-pound range as opposed to the two divisions more so?
My next fight, I might make 205. I don't know, depending on who I'm fighting. Styles make fights and physique makes fights. So, it all depends on who I'm fighting. I wanted to weigh in my last fight exactly 224, so I did. And I wanted to weigh in this fight 205. I made 206. But come on, man. I'm 1 pound off on 3 weeks' notice. You got to give me some credit.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, right near that mark, for sure. I mean, I was seeing 206.6 was the official weight there. So just to that point, just with all the rhetoric about the weight and everything leading into this, like, do you have any, I guess, parting thought for Jake Paul? Like, anything you want to say to him at this point, just with the weigh-ins in the rear view now?
I mean, he can send me the same contract and I'll sign it. He can send me the same exact contract and I'll sign it. But he won't, because he knows now I've cut the weight already. He knows now I'm not super heavy. Like I said from the beginning, man, this man's a fraud.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do want to be mindful of your time. I know you got just done with a scrum and the whole weight cut and everything like that, doing the weigh-ins and everything. I appreciate you making a bit of time, though. I'm just wondering if there's maybe anything you'd like to add as a parting thought as we're kind of wrapping up here, Hasim.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
I was just wondering if you happen to have any parting thought as we're wrapping up here, just any last thing you might want to mention.
I just want to, thank Allah for this opportunity. Thank all my fans for reaching out. All the people that helped me get here and help my team. Actually, be here in this moment and be ready to fight. I think of so much, and we ready for the next one. Whether it be Jake Paul, whether it be the Kenzie Morrison rematch. whether it be another YouTuber or social celebrities, or whether it be a fighter coming up in the ranks. Whatever the case may be, we're going to be ready.
Yeah, well, I feel like you've got a good resume already, and just even though the fight didn't necessarily pan out, I feel like there's some level of benefit it'll have for the career and everything like that. So, I mean, sorry the fight didn't pan out there, but I mean, seems like you're handling it well and everything like that. And just moreover, yeah, I appreciate you coming on the show and giving some great insights, man. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day, and just looking forward to seeing whatever that next step will be for you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.